are making good progress and we're going to win, and then Senate is going to tell what are they going to do and how they're going to fail the American people.
Yeah, I think we've come up with a number on a continuing resolution for 30 days, and I think that makes sense.
We're going to pass legislation that curbs our spending, secures our border, and puts America in a stronger position for the future.
House Republicans reporting progress on spending negotiations yesterday. They're planning on voting on the Pentagon appropriations bill later today, after 2 of the 5 members who blocked the bill earlier this week have now changed their position, reportedly. Speaker McCarthy, who says he will keep Congress for a rare Saturday session this weekend, is also reportedly receiving support on a new framework for the continuing resolution. The bill now includes a top-line spending level of $1.471 trillion for the duration of the short-term funding measure. Joining me right now is Arizona Congressman Andy Biggs. He is a member of the House Judiciary Oversight Committees. Congressman, it's good to see you this morning. Can you give us a status check? Is that correct? Do you feel that there's been progress?
Well, you know, it's hard to say that there's been progress, Maria, when this thing has been sitting around for 9 months, and now they're going to say that they're going to solve, at least for 30 days, by reducing down to $1.471 trillion in spending, which will have basically no effect on any of the bureaucracies that are actually attacking the American people. That's really a problem for me, because and this notion that you're going to solve the border problem with sticking H.R. 2 into this, which is the Border Security Act, you're going to send that over to the Senate. You know nothing will happen, and you know that this is a lawless administration. So instead of putting in leverage points against this administration to try to goad them into enforcing the law, while we have a massive crisis on the border, literally daily, while you and I are talking, thousands of people are pouring across our border. To say that we're going to solve the border is just a misnomer and misdirection, in my opinion.
Okay, so it sounds like you're a no on this.
Yeah, I'm not pleased with it at all.
Yeah,
I think that they're trying to get something, but the reality is, until you get the 12 bills that you promised, we've got bills, Maria, 2 bills that haven't even been marked up in committee on the appropriations docket of 12 bills, and to say that we're going to keep it at 1471 when we don't know where these cuts are coming in, we don't know what the policies are going to be, is irresponsible.
I mean, is there any expectation that we will see a cut in spending, or what you're looking at now doesn't even really cut much?
Yeah, that's my point. If we were all on the same page, we'd be saying, look, we're spending $1 trillion a year in interest alone. We're adding $2 trillion by spending more than we have every year, plus the interest. You got 3. The point is, we have got to. At what point are we going to stand up and say no?
Yeah.
We're not going to keep funding the government that's attacking the American people.
Right.
That's what we have to say, and we're going to have to do the pain sooner or later. And it's always. I've been here long enough to. I've heard 5-year plans, 10-year plans. And none of this ever gets changed. Yeah. And so we're on the same path. So remain on the same path.
What does the government shutdown get you? It sounds like we are going to see a shutdown. How significant is that? And what does that get you?
Well, for one thing, it actually would raise. First of all, a shutdown is a misnomer, too, because the vast majority of government programs continue on. Anybody that's furloughed, for instance, they get their money back. Okay. So you don't get that benefit. But what you do get is you get a chance to actually get to the 12 bills that you're supposed to have done by now, that you've supposedly been working on for nine months. And you get to say, look, we're going to add policy into that stuff, and we're going to actually stop the trajectory of spending ourselves right off the cliff. And this government, by the way, Maria, is actually attacking the American people. You saw it yesterday in the Merrick Garland hearing. You're seeing it in the impeachment inquiry. You see it in the border. You see it in energy policy. You see it in the DOD bill that they have continues to fund Ukraine. There's Ukraine money for Ukraine in that bill. It just continues on. It's unbelievable, actually. And that AG Garland testimony yesterday really saw sparks fly. The House Judiciary Committee. Here is Florida Congressman Matt Gaetz pressing AJ on the Chinese money flowing into the Biden family accounts. I want to get your take on this. Watch.
Do you know about the money that moved through Rob Walker's shell companies, yes or no?
As I have said repeatedly, I have left these matters to Mr. Weiss. I've not
Blissfully
intruded.
ignorant.
I've not interfered.
Blissfully
I've
ignorant
not
to these
tried to
things.
find out what he knows.
It's like you're looking the other way on purpose because everybody knows this stuff's happening. And you know what? People don't pay bribes to not get something in return. Right? The China initiative resulted in the convictions of a Harvard professor, of someone at Monsanto. So we were working against the Chinese. They paid the Bidens. And now you're sitting here telling me that North Korea is the big threat.
Congressman, was that one of the things that Joe Biden got paid for, canceling the China initiative?
It could be. It could be. We're looking into that. I mean, the reality is, everybody's been focused on Ukraine and forgotten about China and how much money went to the Bidens for China. But I would suggest that it's probably more than just the China initiative. There's a whole lot of China policy that got swapped out from the Trump team when the Trump team actually had the Chinese at bay. The Chinese were confused. They didn't know what they were doing. They'd kind of lost some of their swagger. But then when the Biden family came in, Joe Biden comes in. He's got the Biden family business. Don't forget, Hunter Biden took multiple trips to China on airports too. I mean, this is what you start looking at, and you say, well, what exactly were they getting? They were getting a change in policy. They were getting access.
That's unbelievable. Do you believe that we'll see a subpoena of Hunter Biden and Biden family members soon?
Yeah, I really do believe that. You know, so the next step is we're trying to get the bank records for Hunter and President Biden and other members of the Biden family. So you get that stuff, and you have to, actually, in my opinion, you have to bring some of these people in and have them testify before you have them sit down, look them in the eye, like I did with Devin Archer, and you ask them these very important questions. I would fully expect Hunter Biden would start taking the fifth, but he needs to realize something. The Biden regime is trying to cut him loose and make him the target, and he'd be better served to just give us the straight skinny so we could do what we need to do. And
you don't think that you're going to get stonewalled on these bank records? I mean, are you really going to get Biden family bank records, Joe Biden's bank records?
In this instance, because it's related to an impeachment, yeah, I think we're going to get those records.
Okay.
The other thing, too, is Democrats showed us the way how to get them, and we're going to go get those records.
Congressman, it's good to see you. We'll be watching your work. Very important work. Thank you so much.